Hi everyone, welcome to my page. February 1st, always an exciting time in Louisiana, and especially since I grew up in the New Orleans area, Mardi Gras. Yes, parades all over the place, parades all weekend, rain. Usually you just get the umbrella and you hold on to the kid and okay, if you get wet, who cares? What a fun time to be a Louisianian, but especially a New Orleanian. So hi, I'm Peggy. I am your Seint 3D makeup artist, and I am going to show you what I will probably be wearing Mardi Gras Day, which is February 13th. It's going to be a fabulous, fabulous week in February because Super Bowl is February 11th. Then we move right into Mardi Gras Day, February 13th. Oh, the lovers on February 14th, and then my birthday on the 17th. What a great week that is going to be. So help me get ready. I love the cream makeup by Seint, and we use 3 shades to create 1 layer of makeup. It is so good, so good, almost as good as Mardi Gras. No, it is as good as Mardi Gras. We use 3 shades, and again, these are cream, contour, and 2 highlights to create 1 layer of makeup, and it's not going to settle into these fine lines and wrinkles. I will be 68 this month, and I am... yeah, I have very mature skin. Let's put it that way. You get a lip and a cheek of your choice. Today, just because of Mardi Gras, this is the closest I could get to a purple, and it's called Plum. So close enough. Is it exact? No, but it will do. Let me show you how easy this is to apply. Since it's cream, I'm going to use my finger, and you don't need to use much. Now you need 1 palette and 1 brush. That's it. You can use the domed end of the brush to place your makeup. That's totally fine. I like my finger because to me, I have more control and I don't use as much. So where does contour go? And first off, it's like, I'm not putting anything that dark on my face. You must be crazy, girl. Well, I am crazy, but I mean, no, you do want to put this on your face. Where does contour go? Oh, if we had only known. It goes on the hard parts of your face, like your forehead, your cheekbone. Why does it go on the hard parts of your face? Because we're creating a shadow. We're giving our face depth and definition. Before, when you just put on that liquid or that powder and you put 1 shade on your face, then you came back with another shade, and then you came back with some blush, and then you kept coming back and layering it and layering it. And let's face it, as you mature, your face loses moisture. Cream is where it's at. Okay, we're going to feel for this cheekbone, and we're going to start right at the corner of the eye and go up towards the top part of the ear. How much contour do you use? As much as you want. Do you want it to look really defined? Do you want it to look more natural? You are in control. Now, I have natural shadows right here and right here due to a loss of volume. That's just age. But I'm going to lift and take away from that by going right on top of my cheekbone. Your cheekbone is round, so you feel for that roundness, and you start at the corner of the eye and again go up towards the top of the ear. Okay, cheeks are done. Do they have to be exact? No, because I never get them exact. The other thing, we're going to define the jaw. Now, you see how I have this jowl right here, this little fatty part? Again, as we age, these things happen. So we're going to start right to the back side of the jowl and go up towards the bottom part of the ear. Right along that jawbone. Same thing over here. Now, I have also developed a turkey neck. I lost weight, so I went from a double chin to a turkey neck. It happens. So how do we camouflage this so that that's not what you see when you look at me? We're going to start at these divots from these jowls, and I'm just going to go down under the neck and connect the 2. There we go. Now, do you see the shadow that created? You are now going to notice my jaw and my chin more so than my turkey neck. My turkey neck is still there. but it's less noticeable, and that's what we're looking for. Now we're going to contour my nose. My nose is a little bit wide for my taste, so we're going to elongate it and make it appear just a little bit more narrow. I put just a little bit of contour on my pinkies. I rub them together. I'm going to start right at the bridge of my nose and come right down on the top. And what I'm doing here is I am going into the natural shadow of my nose, and it's going to make it appear narrower and more elongated, which just gives it a little bit nicer of an appearance. Now, is this makeup going to make me look like, I don't know, who's gorgeous out there? So many, I can't even think of one. No, but is it going to make me look like me, only the better part of myself? Yes. And that's what you're looking for. You don't want to wear a mask. You don't want to look like you have a filter on. You want to be you, but a little bit better. This is what cream can do. You're not going to need a filter for those photos. Your beautiful self is going to come right through. Now we're going to move to the first highlight, which is in your palette, and that is going to be a brightening highlight. So I'm going to put this on the focal points of my face, the parts I want people to notice. Like we're going to go right in between the eyebrows. We're going to come right down the center of the nose, right between those two contour lines. Now, do you see how much narrower my nose appears? Is it still wide? Of course it is. But look at the difference, how that just narrows it and makes it look that much nicer of an appearance and a little bit more elongated. Hey, it's a nose, but I like the way it looks better. Now we're going to come and brighten the Cupid's bow. And oh, one day, I tell you what, I will have to do my skincare with you. My daughter represents the company that I use their skincare, and we'll do a live. Skincare is key to great makeup application. I am a firm believer in good skincare. That is like really, really good. Okay, so now we're going to come to the center of the chin. So what we've done is we've brightened the center of my face, which is a focal point. Now we're going to come to the eyes. No one has ugly eyes. Your eyes should be played up because that is probably one of the prettiest things on your face. Regardless of what color they are, or shape, or if they're hooded, or if they're not, your eyes are so expressive. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw just an imaginary line in the temple and then come down. Notice we're not pulling the skin, and we're just going to make a focal point of the outer and inner corners of the eye. Now, we're going to do the same thing over here. Get a little bit of the brightener, and we're just going to do that imaginary line down to give a focal point again on the outer and inner corner. Now, why didn't we go underneath it like we would with concealer and you do the half moon or the V shape? Because it's crepe skin, that's why. And we don't want to accentuate that. But we do want it to give a nice, smoother appearance. So that's why we're doing the inner and outer corners. And when we go to blend, you're going to see a big difference. Now, do you have deep marionette lines or smile lines? Mine are not terrible. These create their own shadow. So while we're creating shadows with our darker color, we're going to take the lighter shade, the brightener, and we're going to cancel out that natural shadow. Now, is it still going to be a fold? Yes. But is it going to show as much? No. That's what we want. So we're just going to go right in with our brightener. And there you go. Kind of like smoke and mirrors, but it's putting the correct shade in the correct spots on your face. Now, when we blend, because we're strategically placing this, we're going to strategically blend as well. So every shade stays in its lane and does what it's supposed to do. Now we're going to move to my main shade or main highlight. All this is like a filler shade, and I'm just going to put it where I don't have any other makeup. And we're going to do the bearded area as if I were a man, it'd be my bearded area. Then we're going to come up to the cheeks and put a little bit there, and then right over here too. Now I catch the corners of my nose because I have rosacea. You can see the redness. And we're just going to put a little bit on that because my main shade has just enough in it to camouflage the redness. That's what we're looking for. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to gradually marry these three shades together. Notice how we have our dark shade, our contour, then our main shade, which is again our highlight, which is the color closest to the color of our natural skin. And then we have our brightener. Everything in its lane and in its place. Now we have a lip and a cheek. You got it, lip and cheek, which just means that it's blush and lipstick. Can you believe I'm doing my entire face with one palette? Uh-huh. I bet you couldn't, but look, I am. Now this shade is Plum, as I said. I would like it to be a little bit more purple, but it's more of a mauve color, and it's kind of like a neutral shade. I like color. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you know I love, love, love color. So this is a little bit tame for me, but that's okay. Now, we're going to put our blush right above that contour line. Right above the contour line. There we go. I'm done as far as placement is concerned. This is 5-minute or less makeup because once you learn what goes where, it is so simple, so easy, and this is your makeup bag, which means you can take it with you if you like. You can leave it at home. It's small. It fits in your purse. It's TSA approved, and it travels so well. I traveled internationally with it, and no one said a word. It went through all the checkpoints, all the TSA, and whatever else the other countries call their security systems. No one said a word. So again, it's just good stuff. And again, it's cream, so it's going to be hydrating. Now we're going to grab our brush. Cream makeup needs to be set. You can do it one of two ways. You can blend and then come back with setting powder. Totally okay. Just a little bit of setting powder, but a little bit because powder tends to settle into fine lines and wrinkles. Seint has vanilla dust setting powder, and it's like amazing. It does not settle. Or you can use setting spray. I like Seint. If there's a setting spray you're using that you love, then continue using it. It's just that simple. Now, I like to blend with a damp, not wet, but a damp brush. Again, either way is fine. So what I'm going to do is set as I go because I'm going to spray my brush, give it a little bit of a tap in my palm. Hi, Judy. How are you? I'm so glad you caught me live. Yay! So what we're going to do now is we're going to start at the jawline. I start there only because if I don't, I forget. And then I'm catching my reflection from my car window, and it's like, yunk. Yeah, you don't want that. So remember to blend your jawline. That's the only reason I do it first. That's the other thing. There is not any particular order that you have to go through to blend. Some go light to dark, some do dark and then come back and do the light. It's strictly up to you. That part doesn't matter as long as you blend correctly. Let's put it that way. Okay, we're not going to blend all over the face like we were taught back in the day because we're not blending just one shade. So we're going to strategically blend just as we strategically place. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for the hearts. And thank you for joining me live. Okay, we're going to get my Mardi Gras earring out of the way. And we're going to do just a gentle, like swirl around the jaw and then drag it down the neck. Now, why are we dragging it down the neck? Because we want a soft blend and we don't want these lines that we created. We want the shadow, so you don't want to blend it out. Normally, blending is a little bit of a learning curve because we were taught to blend, 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 blend. That is good. If you make a mistake, you can just blend it out. But you can also blend all this work you did away. So we want a soft blend. So I'm just going to start now in my bearded area, and I'm just going to tap. And what this is, we call it stippling. And we're just spreading and putting this makeup where we want it to stay and where we want it to go. It should wear like a second skin. If you feel that you have makeup on, if you can actually feel it, you're using too much. That is usually a beginner mistake. And again, that's one that's easily corrected. Use less. Here we go. We are just tapping. Now, since we took the time to contour our nose and to brighten the center of it, we don't want to blend that out. So watch. One tap. There you go. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's blended, but the shadow is still there and the brightness is still there. Therefore, the narrowness of the nose is still there. Again, you just want to do a soft blend. We're not blending because it's not a liquid. So again, it's just a little bit of a learning curve. Now, I'm going to flip my brush around to the domed end, and I'm just going to tap. Notice how I'm not pulling this very tender skin under my eye at all. I am tapping, just tapping it in place, which we call stippling. And see how just a little bit of product is going in the crepe skin under my eyes. There we go. All right. Now, from here down is done. So, well, no, the cheeks aren't. Cheeks are not done. So now we're just going to stipple the brightener, stipple across the main shade. And what we're doing is we're marrying the ends together. Everything is staying in its lane because we're not going all over the face. Now we're going to come up and we're just going to circle swirl. The contour is a little bit different of a consistency from the highlights because it is a darker color. And be sure you blend up into your hairline. You don't want that white line. And if it gets in your hair, this makeup is so great. Just grab a beauty blender, just a perfector sponge, beauty blender, a washcloth, or even a baby wipe, and it wipes right out. Okay, now we're going to come to the cheeks. I like to soft blend the contour first. And how do I do that? Up and down twice. That's just me. Now I'm going to catch the contour and the lip and cheek, which today is Plum, and go right up into my temple. Same thing on this, up and down twice. Then grab the contour and the lip and cheek and just tap it up into the temple. You want the color to be there, but you don't want it to be like a mess. Now remember, this is just a natural shadow that I have because of my cheeks are hollow. Because I'm 68. So, but it is what it is. But see how it has lifted my face. You see my eyes when you look at me more so than what's going on down here. And that's what we're doing. We're making you just a little bit better. Because again, we're all beautiful. How do you get started with this amazing makeup? Well, I am so glad you asked. Not only do you get a small palette to start with, or you can buy a big one, that's up to you, but you also get me. I will be here to hold your hand and walk you through this process. The other thing is, what if you don't like it? You order it and you don't like it. Seint has a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. You mail it back in, you get your money back if you don't like it. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. I will do my skincare live, I promise you. I'll have to get my daughter on here to do it with me because a lot of the things I use, I don't know the names of them because she's my rep. But we'll do that. Yes, I will post when we're going to do it so you can be sure and attend that live. Okay, so how do you get started with Seint? I'll just need a makeup-free selfie from you to do a color match, because these shades, these 3 shades, are color match to me. They're custom color match to me. Yours will probably be different because of whatever your skin tone is. So how do you do that? I'm going to post a link. It'll be down here, up here, or maybe even on the screen. And you'll just text hashtag match, the hashtag sign and match to that number, and it will send you the link. What I want you to do is go to any window in your house that has natural light coming in. Open the curtains, raise the blinds. It's just that simple. You don't want sunlight coming in, you want natural light. Let the natural light just illuminate your face. You're going to be about a foot and a half away from the window. No makeup, that's the biggie. No makeup. I want you to look into your camera and take a selfie. Just that simple. Get your bare face, part of your neck, and a little bit of your décolleté if you can. If not, just give me your face and neck, and we can go from there as far as color matching is concerned. The other thing is, it's totally free. It's a gift from me to you, whether you purchase or not. There's absolutely no obligation with the color match. So again, you get me, you get color matched by me, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. What could be better? What are you doing? You need this makeup. If I can turn it around to the right side. This is Seint, and again, this is just game-changing makeup for me. Anything that I would represent, it has to be something that I love and something that I use every day, and I do. 1 compact and 1 brush. Now, do they have accessory items like eyeshadow and bronzer and illuminator and all the other fun stuff? Yes. But this is all you need to start. These 4 shades and a brush. What could be simpler? Thank you so much for joining me today and for your comments. And I do promise you we will do a skincare, and I'll give you like a day's notice before we do. And that way you can be sure to set your clocks or whatever. Happy February. You be the reason someone smiles today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.